My name is Algimantas. I represent Kūrėjo as his ambassador and apostle of Jesus and his partner, Nebadonia. The spiritual rank of Jesus is Master Kūrėjo Son and his partners, Kūrėjo Daughter. They have established their local universe, which is one of 100,000 local universes in this sky that is above. And there are similar skies, 7 in number. They circle around paradise, the dwelling abode of Kūrėjo. So I represent Kūrėjo in 4 personalities. The Paradise Trinity, I am as his ambassador to this planet. We have just worshipped Kūrėjo, the Paradise Trinity, I am. At the request of Kūrėjo, as back as in 2002, I established the living temple, the living religion of revelation of Kūrėjo, the only religion and temple which is living, because there is no a single material ritual to be performed during the worship service. And what is worship? Worship of Kūrėjo. This is the mode, spiritual mode of one's consciousness. When you leave your consciousness on a standby mode, but turn on your superconsciousness to have a living connection with the spirit of Kūrėjo, which is within your mind, within the mind of the spiritual personality. And thought adjuster, the name of the Kūrėjo spirit, thought adjuster is doing his best to adjust your thoughts, my thoughts, that they would correspond to the frequency of Kūrėjo's vibrations being spread by this spirit of Kūrėjo, by the thought adjuster, into the subconsciousness of that person. So during the worship with Kūrėjo, we pass our message to Kūrėjo through the spirit of Kūrėjo, the thought adjuster. And this passing energy impulse reaches Kūrėjo instantaneously. Because Kūrėjo's spirit is Kūrėjo's fragment. By divinity, it is exactly this very same divinity as Kūrėjo himself. By experience, every person, every mortal, having thought adjusters within their minds, they have different experiences. And Kūrėjo is embracing all personalities throughout the whole of creation. So all the experiences of all the personalities are within Kūrėjo himself. Meanwhile, our personality has its own experience. It's only this person's experience that we have. But there is one, small but. Our thought adjuster might be an experienced thought adjuster that has been turned down or pushed off by some other mortal within whose mind he was trying to assist that mortal with Creator's light, with Creator's education, teachings. But nevertheless, this person denied the existence of Creator. So in this case, the Spirit, if the denial of Creator is ultimate, the Spirit of Creator, the thought adjuster of that person, leaves his mind, even though physically this body might go on with his material living, and it might last for several years or even a decade. So in this case, Creator's Spirit, thought adjuster, is given a new assignment to another mind. And it might be the case that you might have this sort of an experienced thought adjuster, and one is trying to pass not only Creator's light to your mind, to your subconsciousness, but also the experience of that mortal who has denied Creator's existence. So imagine, so in this case, we might accumulate the experience of that mortal, even though this mortal lived on another planet. So in this case, worship of Creator is the opening of our superconsciousness when our consciousness is on a standby mode, and our communion with Creator is going through this superconscious channel. And we also cooperate with our thought adjuster through our superconsciousness. Even though he lives within our mind, but you should understand, he does not live in our brain, material organ, but within our mind. That is, within the process of our thinking. And it is not enough to say within any process of our thinking. No, within the process of bright thinking, spiritual thinking. If we are planning, scheming some evil deeds, of course, Creator Spirit, thought adjuster, cannot reach our mind, because in this case we are involved in such bad and nearsighted process, and we are overwhelmed with low frequency vibrations. So of course we don't care for any light, we don't care for any teaching from Creator, we don't care for Creator at all. So Creator Spirit is passing only top frequency vibrations from Creator, which is characterized in any human language as love. Love. This is the top frequency vibrations. Once we open our spiritual personality in the communion with Creator, we return this love to the source of love, Creator. That is, we direct our thoughts in expressing our gratitude to Creator. We might express whatever we are feeling nice and bright within our spiritual personality, and expressing this gratitude for this feeling, for this experience. But we don't mention anything of the kind that we would like to ask anything from Creator. Once we begin to ask something from Creator, we instantaneously drop the frequency of our worship vibrations into the lower frequency of the vibrations in our petition prayer. When we pray for something that, according to our understanding, is missing either within our personality, which is not so, say, deeply open to Creator, and in this case, the animal origin or the dark side of our mind is trying to take the upper hand in the process of our thinking, and which is usually regular case, that mortal's mind is dominated by selfish, by nearsighted interests rather than by altruistic inclinations. So in this case, even though we pray for something that should be around us, like justice, like mercy, like love, peace, goodness, beauty, wisdom. So all this is missing around. Otherwise, there would be no need to pray for such things around us. Once we pray for these truly eternal virtues, and they are from Creator, but this is already a selfish interest, because we express to Creator our desire that this should be around us. We are not satisfied with Creator only. We want that His eternal values, His character qualities should be around us by the manifestation of other spiritual personalities that deal with us. So, all the same, even though the motive is goodness, but expression of something, request for something, is already selfish. So that's why our petition prayer, that is according to our understanding, what we need, or what our society might need, or what humanity might need, is our selfish interest, which is completely absent in your worship. When you glorify, worship Creator, express your gratitude to Creator without a shade of any request from Creator on His part. So that's the difference between the worship and petition prayer. But you should not make a mistake that, well, in this case you don't don't have to pray at all, not to be selfish, not to look selfish in the eyes of Creator. No. Humanity is in darkness, and this darkness is getting ever more dense and ever thicker. So by requesting from Creator assistance, even for us, we also raise our vibrations to a higher frequency level. And this higher frequency level, in the form of energy vibrations, as a short wave, is being emitted by our superconsciousness in our prayer. And these vibrations are real, and they also make an impact on anyone you direct these vibrations to. Of course, this is not the impact that you would desire, that that person would change his attitude either to you or to anybody else or to anything else, if you consider it's not worthy of him to be like he is. Because the change is performed by Creator. And to experience this change, that person should know that you are praying for him, and he would also desire himself or herself to change himself or herself for the better. But if he does not know it, of course you might raise the vibrations to a higher frequency as an energy circuit around him. If he is himself or herself is in a low frequency vibration circuit. So that's the assistance for that person. But if he desires the change, of course he will then follow your advice that he would address without any fear Creator himself, addressed by any name, because the name is not so important. The important is sincerity, that this person should address Creator in sincerity, because sincerity is the quality of Creator's character. And Creator is the source and center of sincerity. So that's why the more we are open to Creator, the more sincere we are. We are not sincere by ourselves. No. But one person, according to some other person's understanding, might be sincere. But still another person might consider him not to be that sincere. It depends upon our living relationship with Creator, because in this case we begin to feel sincerity the way it has been already bestowed upon that person as a spiritual personality with all the potential qualities of the Creator's character. So all the qualities of Creator's character, like love, mercy, goodness, justice, truth, reality, sincerity, wisdom, cosmic insight, they are in potential in every personality, in each of you. But you need to discover the source and center of all these eternal values, eternal virtues, eternal character qualities of Creator that are within your spiritual personality. So if your mind, which is controlled by Creator through the Spirit, thought adjuster, is operating together with the thought adjuster, you will feel these potential qualities in your character being turned ever stronger into the actuals. That is, being applied in your life. You would manifest these qualities by your decisions, deeds, association with your friends, with your colleagues, with your family members, with the strangers. So all this is coming from the potentials. Once you manifest these qualities in your real life, if you don't feel them today, some might feel a little bit of justice, a little bit of mercy, a little bit, in certain circumstances, love, a little bit of goodness. So this is only showing to you that these qualities do really exist within you, but you do not allow them to spread, and even sprout within you, to spread without by your good deeds for the benefit of all. That is only available for a spiritual personality that has already been waked up to Creator's light, waked up to Creator's Spirit, thought adjuster, operating within that personality's mind. But this operation of Creator's Spirit is going through the mind that is being controlled by the material brain, because we are still in the material form, which humans, name as the human body. This is our form. But the spiritual personality is eternal and changeless. That which is changing is spiritual personality's identity. It is turning ever brighter. The closer is the communion, relationship with Creator Himself. So identity is only just the moment of sensing and living anything in this particular moment. It simply expresses that personality, that this personality is in reality in this very definite moment. So that's why identity is not constant. Personality is constant. It's changeless. You will never be anyone but you, while your personality shall be changing all the time to reach the level of Creator's top frequency vibrations being transmitted to your mind, that bright side of the mind, by the Spirit of Creator, thought adjuster. And once you are full with this frequency of vibrations, you receive a higher frequency from the same thought adjuster. And you have to adapt your way of living to that higher frequency vibrations in your daily living. So identity has an infinite form of changes, and they shall be experienced all the time, throughout the eternity of Creator. Even when you stand in the immediate presence of Creator on paradise, and paradise is the place of eternity, you shall also be changing your identity. The same personality that now hears my living word, which is from Creator, and then in the immediate presence of Creator, the same personality, but the identity has undergone myriads of changes, and even on the paradise it shall experience another myriad of changes, and it'll go on and on throughout eternity. So that's why Jesus arrived on our planet as a helpless baby 2,000 years ago to reveal the Father to the mortals. Today, I represent Creator, not only the Father, but also the four sources and centers, the Paradise Trinity and the aggregate deity I Am, always written in capital characters. So I reveal this Creator in four personalities.